Yo, welcome to the Vibe Provider podcast. I'm your host, Caitlin Friel, and today's episode is going to be a little Hawaii recap. Last week I had my cousin's husband on the podcast. He is an OBGYN and we talked about lady things. So I didn't want to take too much time of his episode filling you guys in on how great the trip was. So I kept it short, but I wanted to kind of like make this episode kind of like a life update, filling you guys in on how much fun we had in Hawaii. Yeah, and just yap. We had such a great time. So I have tons to fill you in on and what we did, and you guys could kind of use this episode as like a travel guide if you were to ever go to Oahu. But anyways, to kind of do a life update before I fill you guys in on the Hawaii recap, I got my Doc Martens. I talked about them a few episodes ago as my current hyper-fixation, and I got them in the mail, and they are so cute. They're like a purple platform clog Doc Marten, and they are so fun. I can't wait. Now that it's like becoming the end of summer, I thought I'd be like way depressed, but I'm actually feeling okay and kind of excited for fall. All the Halloween decor has got me amped up. Like, I'm ready for this fall season. And one thing I didn't really touch base on a little bit ago was I got to go to a Bees football game and film the first pitch. Well, like take pictures and film the first pitch. So for those of you who don't know, I used to work for an influencer family, the Mike Cells. They have a company and they also have like social media channels. And I used to work for their company called Betty's. And here and there, I get asked to do like a little bit of social media stuff when they have like big fun events. And so I got invited to go to a Bees game and go on the field and take photos of Betsy, who's the CEO of Betty's, which is a bedding company. If you're watching the YouTube channel, I'm actually sitting on one. I sit on a day bed that kind of like looks like a couch, but I guess more like a bed. And I have a twin size Betty's on it. Anyways, this bedding has zippers to keep it like nice and tidy. I love Betty's. I have Betty's on every bed in my house, and I absolutely love them. But I won't go too much into that. But if you want to check out Betty's, it's beddys.com, and I have a code. It's Caitlin20. If you want to purchase. But I love Betty's. I love going to their events and helping out and like getting some content for them. So I got to go on the field and I got like a media pass and I just felt so legit and official. It's so surreal to have those kind of moments because sometimes I feel like I'm not the best photographer, that I'm just like kind of a hobbyist. And then I do things like this and I feel like I'm doing something, I'm going somewhere. So it was super cool to be a part of that. And it's always good seeing the Mike Cells and catching up with them. They are so funny. I have the best time chatting with them. So it was cool to get invited to that and go on the field. And I was like near the Bees players. Oh, by the way, in Utah, they have not an MLB, but like a tier down from that baseball team. And they're called the Salt Lake Bees. And I think they get funneled into the Anaheim Angels. Anyways, so I got to go take pictures of the first pitch and it was super fun. And I just felt like legit, like I said, I'm kind of just repeating myself, so sorry. Okay, but that was like a highlight and I wanted to share that in my life update. And I got to do it with my best friend. So my best friend came, she was taking the video, I was taking the photos. She has Betty's on her bed. We're getting her a new one. There's this new Betty's that they came out with called Zip Base. Anyways, you can go on their website, check it out. It's super cool. I have one. It just means the sheet zips out. So instead of like taking your whole Betty's off your bed and washing it, you can just like unzip the sheet and it's super convenient. Anyways, so it's newer. We're getting my friend Emma one and it's going to be so fun and cute in her place. She has like the cutest apartment. So I can't wait to give her a fresh new Betty's for her helping out. And then, so right the next day, we left for Hawaii after the Bees game, which we will spend the whole episode yapping about. So we're going to skip talking about Hawaii because I will be telling you all the things in just a minute. But I got a new Minky sleeping bag. So if you have ever heard of Minky Couture blankets, they are like the softest blankets ever, and they came out with a sleeping bag, and I get really claustrophobic. I have like a mummy sleeping bag, but I don't sleep very well in it. And I guess I didn't realize that I moved a lot in my sleep. I mean, like shifting from side to side and whatnot, but I wake up because I feel so constricted that I don't sleep very well camping. So I got a Minky sleeping bag. It's so big. I hope it's going to be like spacious enough for me. I hope I sleep. I hope it's warm enough. I'm really excited. I'm going to like do a few stories on my Instagram just yapping about it, see how it is. I'm going to test drive it this next week. I'm going camping. So I got one. It's hot pink and so cute. It looks like a Barbie sleeping bag, honestly. But it's also been raining a lot. It was raining a lot while we were in Hawaii, but then still a couple days since we've been home, and I love it. Thunderstorms, lightning, thunder. I love it. I think it's so cozy, and it's making me excited for fall. So I think it's like another shift in the weather that's like getting me excited for like spooky season and fall candles and reading. In that kind of weather, I'm like, oh, I should cozy up and read a book. So I've been loving that. And we're going camping right outside Jackson Hole, and I'm so pumped. Jackson Hole is so cute. I love visiting. There is a hike that is up to a lake called Phelps Lake, and I hope that we can do that. It's such a pretty, like, crystal clear lake, and we did it a few years ago, and we all loved it. So I'm hoping that we do that. I'm hoping we go to Jackson Hole. There's a few little stores I want to hit up, like a place that makes like really cute trucker hats, another place that has cute hats. I guess a lot of hats. So I'm going to be in my hat era this fall. I don't like wearing hats in the summer because I feel like I get so hot, but I want to be a hat girl. I just got to make it happen. Okay, yeah. So I want to like hit up some stores, and then mostly we're just going to be floating the river. We're going to be kayaking, swimming. We're going to be eating good. My parents have a camper with like a stove and a microwave and an air fryer. They don't have an oven, which is kind of weird, but so we're going to be eating good. We're going to have like regular meals. We're not going to starve. We're not going to eat hot dogs every day. I mean, we will eat hot dogs, but not every day. So I'm just excited. Camping with my parents feels a little bit like glamping, and we're taking Vernon P, and I'm hoping to get like an updated family photo for the Christmas card. And I've been waiting for this camp trip since March. So I can't believe it's finally here. I can't wait to tell you guys about it when I get home. So it's going to be great weather. And our niece Kaylee's coming with us. She's pumped because it's going to be the land of huckleberry, and that's like her favorite flavor. So it's going to be good. I'm excited. I can't wait to tell you guys about how it goes. So that's it for like my life update. It was kind of a lot, and I still have so much more to tell you, but we're moving into my current hyperfixation, which I kind of always update when I can. And my current hyperfixation is Taylor merch. Taylor just dropped new merch, and I've been looking at it all day, and I've been waiting to like just pull the trigger and get some cute new Taylor merch. But then along with that, I just want Taylor tickets. I just want to go to the Eras Tour again to see TTPD in person. I've said it a million times. It's been my hyperfixation on and off the last couple of months. But my sister-in-law just went to her show in London, and she doesn't have social media, and she never watched the Eras Tour movie. So she was going in blind, and she was blown away. She said the TTPD portion of the show was amazing. So I'm like, okay, great. Now I got to go. But the tickets are reselling for like $3,000 or more for like nosebleeds, and it's just killing me. Oh, and that's per ticket. But another thing I'm hyperfixated on is when she's dropping Reputation Taylor's version. Me and my friends keep clowning, and we're just trying to figure out when it's happening. I'm actually recording this episode pretty early in the week before it goes live. And so they're saying that she could release it on August 20th, and so I'm putting it out there in the universe. So when this goes live on Friday, we will know if Reputation has been announced or not. And if it hasn't, we're clowning. We are clowns. So I love that for us. But that's pretty much it for like things I've been thinking about lately. My brother told me that he wants me to find tickets to the Eras tour for Vancouver, BC, Canada in December. And that's a pretty impossible task. So if you have tickets for any show in Vancouver, BC, Canada, and you can't go anymore, hit a sister up because I will purchase them from you. Anyways, one thing I wanted to update is something on my current wish list. I love knowing what's on people's wish lists. And right now, I'm looking for cute baggy overalls. I want like a dark wash baggy overall that I will be wearing all fall and winter. So if you know where to get some, I might try Free People. They have some overalls called the Ziggy overall, but I don't know if it'll fit me or not. I'm kind of like, sometimes I can fit into Free People and sometimes they run a little small. So I'm crossing my fingers that if I order the overalls, they'll be perfect and cute. But if not, I'm on the hunt. And then another thing that is on my wish list is leopard print pants. Or jeans specifically. I've been seeing so many leopard print jeans and they are so cute with like graphic tees or cardigans or crew necks. Anyways, I am on the hunt. I think they're so cute. So that's like what my current wish list is looking like. But now we're ready to talk about topic time, which is my Hawaii recap. And oh my gosh, it was such a fun trip. Also, like I said, you can use this episode as like a travel guide if you were ever to go to Oahu. But we flew in at noon, and I loved that because it gave us like the rest of the day to just like do all the things. So we flew in, and our first stop was Cinnamon's, and it's a restaurant in Kailua. It's like a breakfast brunch spot, and there's one thing on the menu that you do need to order. Like, you have to order these. You can order whatever you want, but you have to order these. And it's the guava chiffon pancakes, and they are amazing. Like, so good. Like, the pancakes are fluffy and buttery and so good. But then they have this, like, sweet guava syrup on it, and they are to die for. And they put so much syrup on that, like, every bite has, like, guava syrup on it, and it comes with whipped cream on top, and they are so good. So good. I get them every time, sometimes multiple times a trip. But this trip, we just went once. We took our friends. They also loved it. They also loved the guava chiffon pancakes. And after that, we hit up a hike called the Lanikai Pillboxes. And it's just like these old army or like lookouts. And now they're like spray painted, and like you can hike to them, and it's a super pretty view of the ocean and like some tiny islands off the coast. And the water is like teal blue, so pretty. And it was so hot because you hike up and around the back, and so you can't feel the ocean breeze sometimes, and the sun's beating down on you. But it was so hot, and it made like going to the top and feeling that breeze feel so amazing. And then afterwards, we walked down from the hike and straight to the beach and right into the water, and it felt amazing. And then we just jumped around in the waves at Lanikai Beach, and then we hit up a place called Island Snow, which I think I've talked about before. And it's my favorite shaved ice on the island. I had a friend try it, and she actually didn't like it. I think she said that she was like, no, this can't be right. And then she went again, and she's like, yeah, no, this is not it. But it's my favorite shaved ice. My friends liked it too. Kala likes it. And there's 2 locations, both in Kailua. And my favorite flavor is Pog. It's passion orange guava. It's so good. I also get lily koi. So if you hit up Island Snow, make sure and get Pog and lily koi. It's just really good. I really like it. My friends loved it. And then I think we headed north to our hotel. We were kind of staying near the North Shore. It was a great first day. Um, and Kalal was, of course, getting poke like a few times a day. He was eating so much fish. And same with our friend Thomas. He loves poke too. So they were always stopping and getting some of that. And then I can't remember what we got for dinner. Oh, I think we got Seven Brothers. It's like a burger spot. I think they have a location in Laie and then on the North Shore. So that's what we did the first day. It was such a good day. We packed so much in that it felt like a full day. But the next day was actually kind of a little rough. So we woke up. Oh, by the way, we were stopping at Bonsai Bowls every day. And if you know, you know. If you've been here long enough, you know that whenever I go to California or Hawaii, I am stopping by Bonsai Bowls. It's an acai place, and it's just the best. I don't mess with the places that scoop the acai out of a bucket. No, that tastes like trash. This place blends it with like frozen fruits, and so they kind of turn it into like a smoothie bowl kind of. Anyways, I prefer it. Um so I guess I'll tell you my order just in case you go. But I get a Maui sunrise with peanut butter on top, and it's so good. So we always were stopping at Bonsai Bowls in the morning and sometimes afternoon. But this day my friends wanted to go on like a waterfall hike, and we had just the perfect hike. Um and there was going to be like these ice ponds that are crystal clear that we could jump in while hiking to the waterfall, or jump into the ice ponds on the way out of the waterfall hike. But when we pulled up, there was a police officer right in front of the gates, and I was like, shoot. And we were like, dang it, because I guess you can get fined if you hiked that hike. But normally we've hiked it before and there's been like no problems, no people. And then we even have like family friends and family who hike it all the time too. So it was weird that they like blocked it off. So since we couldn't do that, we stopped for traditional Hawaiian food. And then of course more poke and a few other food spots for Kala and Thomas. And Kala remembered there's another waterfall hike with some ice ponds. So we drove to there and thinking, okay, we have our second spot. It's no problem. We can still hike to a waterfall today. And we pull up and there's gates that are locked, blocking the entrance. And I guess these places are like a source of water, fresh water for I don't know what, but so they blocked it off that you couldn't hike it anymore. And so those were the only two hikes that we knew of that would be like a pretty okay, like not super strenuous, to a waterfall, and that we could do some swimming. It's kind of sad that like both of our plans fell through. But after that, we were like, you know what? We should just head to the beach, swim around. So then we went to Ala Moana to swim, just because we were like, you know what? Let's just go to the beach. That's one thing that we know we can do and have fun. So since we couldn't do the second hike that we had in mind, Kala actually found a super sketchy poke place in town that had super amazing reviews. And when him and Thomas walked inside, Thomas like instantly was like, I'm not getting food here. I guess there was like flies that like hit them right when they walked in the door. It was like so sketchy looking inside. And Kala got it and he was like, dude, you are missing out. This is so good. And it ended up being some of the best poke they had on the whole trip, and Thomas didn't even get to try it. He was kind of bummed, but he was also like, dude, that was so sketchy. I thought I was gonna get sick if I ate it. But after they got poke, we went to the beach because we just decided that we're not gonna chance any more hikes being closed. And so we went to Ala Moana, which is just like a beach that's near Honolulu. The sun was out. It was cooking us. But it was super fun. We just like talked and chatted while swimming. And then I think we just hit up some shaved ice again, went to dinner and went back to the hotel and sat in the hot tub and swam in the pool. And so even though the day was like starting off like not on the best foot and it was like a little bit discouraging, we ended up having like a great rest of the day. But then the next day was actually a super good day for us. First things first, we stopped at Bonsai Bowls. And there's a Patagonia store in Haleiwa, and my brother was like, hey, can you make a stop for me? They sell this shirt and it says Pataloha, and it's the only Patagonia store that sells that shirt is in the North Shore. And so I went and picked one up for my brother, and of course I got one for me because I'm like, if this is a thing, then I need it too. So I got a Pat Aloha shirt. Um, and then we started going. We went to Turtle Beach, which is like a super popular beach that turtles like come up on shore. But I had to get like kind of crazy at a tourist. Like, I'm a tourist too, but I had to get kind of crazy at this like lady and family because they were getting so close to the turtles, and you're supposed to stay like 10 feet away from them. Like, normally they have like a rope around it, so you like don't cross the rope, you don't get close to sea turtles. They are protected, and you're not supposed to touch them, and you're not supposed to get close to them. They were so close to it, they could have touched it if they just leaned down. And I was like, hey, like, back up, back up. And like, so when that family got close to the turtle, other families were getting close to the turtle and other tourists. And I was like, what is going on? You are not supposed to be this close to the turtles. And I don't know, something about me, like, if there's something going on with the animal, I will stick up for animals till I die. And so they all backed up. And then I think, there's always like a few workers on the beach that are there to protect the turtles. She ended up coming over and like making sure people were staying a safe distance. But it was so annoying. It was like, it wasn't just the kids getting close, it was like the adults too. And I'm like, what the heck? If you saw a turtle like a couple yards down, roped off, what makes you think you can get close to this one? So I kind of lost my cool and like got a little crazy at that family. But people gotta stick up for the animals, you know what I'm saying? But Turtle Beach ended up being our friends' favorite things that they did. So if you're a big sea turtle person, it's a great spot. It's on the North Shore. So we ended up stopping there, and then we ended up going to the west side of the island where a lot of the hotels are, or like resorts, called Ko'olina. And Disney has a resort over there called Aulani, and you can go there even if you don't stay there. You can go and like shop, and they have like Disney merch, and they have like you can eat there. So we ended up going to do a little shopping because, actually, fun fact, the friends that we went with are also Disney people. And so we went, they have like ears that you can buy, they have Disney shirts and jewelry and bags, and they have merch that says Aulani on it that you can only get there. So we ended up getting these. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like some popular things at Disney, but one of the popular things is jerseys, and it'll say like Disneyland on the back, and it'll have like a D on the front, or like sometimes it's like a character. Anyways, the classic jerseys have like a D on the chest, and on the back it says like Disneyland, and they can be themed. But Aulani had a Halloween jersey, and it said Happy Halloween in Hawaiian. And then it had like Mickey and his friends in their Halloween costumes on the back underneath it. And it was so cute. So me and my friends got a Halloween jersey. I got a Halloween Stitch pin, Disney pin for my lanyard, and he's dressed up in his Halloween costume, and it's so cute. And I ended up getting a pair of Mickey ears with Stitch on it, like laying down eating a snow cone with like plumeria flowers. And I just never seen any ears like that before. And my thing is, I like buying ears that are different. So like, not just like regular ears. Like, I have like the regular ones that are just like block the red bow, but I'm talking like ones that I'm like, I have never seen those before. So I bought them. And then I bought other ears before in the past, and it was like Mickey, it was like mini ears, but the ears were the tubes that float in the lazy river at Aulani. So I bought those because I'm like, those are different. I've never seen those before. So I ended up getting those 3 things, and then we ended up getting Mickey shaved ice as well, which is like, it was just shaved ice shaped like Mickey. And my hot take is it wasn't that good. Island Snow is way better. But we ended up getting it. It was so cute. So I'll have to post a picture on my Instagram. But yeah, it was cute. It was fun. And then again, the guys ended up getting more poke. Always getting poke this trip. And then we ended up going back towards the North Shore, and we ended up going to one of our favorite beaches called Pounders, and we just jumped in the waves and had the best night. And yeah, and then we just got dinner, and then again went to the hotel, swam in the pool, got in the got in the hot tub. Uh, yeah, and we just had like these fun, chill, laid back days, shopping and swimming and eating. And yeah, it was so fun. And then our last day was pretty laid back. Of course, we went to bonsai bowls. That was like always the first stop of the day. And then we went to a beach, and then yeah, we swam. We went back to Pounders, and the waves were a little bit bigger and a little bit scarier. And my friend Megan actually got stomped on by a wave. And she was like, she popped up out of the water. She's like, I think I'm done. So she went back in, but it was fun. It was fun just like hopping in the waves and laughing with friends. It just felt like no worries, you know? But we actually tried a new restaurant. Well, a new restaurant to me. This restaurant actually goes way back. It's been there forever. It's called Haleiwa Joe's, and there is one in Kaneohe and one on the North Shore. It's kind of like a fancier restaurant. We went to the one in Kaneohe, and the views were crazy. It's like an indoor restaurant, but there's like no walls, so you can just like see the beautiful mountains and scenery. Um, which was crazy and so pretty. And it was actually super good food. It was kind of expensive. It's a fancier place. But it was so good. And then yeah, we just like hit up some surf shops that day, swam, and yeah, just we were depressed. We were getting like the last day scaries, you know, before you go home. But we had such a great time with our friends, just like talking all day, every day, swimming in the car, getting food. It was so laid back and just a fun time with our friends. We can't wait till our next friend trip, which is in September. We're all going to Boogie Bash at Disneyland, and it's our first time going to Boogie Bash, so I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. You know, I'm gonna wear my new Aulani Happy Halloween jersey. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thanks for listening. Thanks for always tuning in. I'm super grateful for you guys. I hope you guys have a good last couple weeks of summer before fall is in full swing and the leaves start changing. And anyways, I just want to let you guys know I'm grateful for you all, and thanks for listening, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.